deleting files but disk space is still full. Dealing with old CentOS 5.6 box, with no LVM setup, my root file system is full. I have cleared many old log files and application files that I don't need, which was more than 25 GB in size. However, my system still reports that disk is full. Any idea on what I should try to do next? Unfortunately, rebooting the box is not an option at this time.
Two things might be happening here. First, your file system has reserved some space that only root can write to, so that critical system process don't fall over when normal users run out of disk space. That's why you see 124 grams of 130 grams used, but 0 available. Perhaps the files you deleted brought the utilization down to this point, but not below the threshold for normal users. If this is your situation and you're desperate, you may be able to alter the amount of space reserved for root. To reduce it to 1%, the default is 5%, your command would be Second, the operating system won't release disk space for deleted files which are still open. If you've deleted, say, one of Apache's log files, you'll need to restart Apache in order to free the space.
If you delete a file that is being used by a process, you can no longer view the file by ls. The process is still writing to that file until you stop the process. To view those deleted files, simply run /soft vertical bar grep delete.
Two other ways to get the disk is full issue. 1. Hidden under a mount point. Linux will show a full disk with files hidden under a mount point. If you have data written to the drive and mount another file system over it, Linux correctly notes the disk usage even though you can't see the files under the mount point. If you have NFS mounts, try unmounting them and looking to see if anything was accidentally written in those directories before the mount. 2. Corrupted files. I see this occasionally on Windows to Linux file transfer via SMB. One file fails to close the file descriptor and you wind up with a 4 GB file of trash. This can be more tedious to fix, because you need to find the subdirectory that the file is in, but it's easy to fix because the file itself is readily removable. I use the do command and do a listing of the root subdires to find out where the file space is being used. The number of top-level directories is usually limited, so I set the human readable flag H to see which subdirectory is the space hog. Then you cd into the problem child and repeat the process for all items in it. To make this easy to spot the large items, we change the do slightly and couple it with a sort, which produces a smallest to largest output by byte size for all files and directories. Once you spot the oversized file, you can usually just delete it.
You could find out which files are open with lsoff. It can produce a lot of output, so I limited in example below to lines ending with log.